hard to start a fucking stream. Okay, it's fine. We're live. Brofist. Let's do it. My voice just starts like cracking like crazy. How we doing? How we doing, bros? How we doing, 9-year-olds? We're back. It's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Sorry I didn't stream yesterday. We simply could not. We simply could not. But we're back. What's up, Beijing? What's up, Beijing? Well, what's up, Beijing? Actually, I'm in 我在盐湖城. Yanhucheng is Salt Lake City. Yanhu. So Yan is salt, Hu is lake, Cheng is city. So 我在盐湖城. Anyways, did I fill in form C1254 stating the reason why you didn't stream yesterday? My reasoning is I could not. By the way, hello, hello heroes, hello Rexler, my friends. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Tuesday today. I just want everybody to keep in mind, I want everybody to just keep this in the back of their mind. Last week was, we had a ton of energy last week. Whoa, it was crazy. And actually, you know what? I plan on talking about that tomorrow, actually. There's a new word that I learned recently, and it's the word that I was experiencing all of last week. I can't wait to, I'll explore it with you tomorrow. So, but we're not in tomorrow yet, we're today. So let's explore today, and tomorrow. And we're gonna have a great day today. Hello, Larone. Hi, friend. Today we're looking at a book. Some of you might have heard of it. Some of you might not have. The Four Agreements. Has anybody read this book before? Now my friend gave me this book, and I've read, let's see, like 75% of it. I'm on page 102. So, but anyway, it's Miguel Ruiz reveals the source of self-limiting beliefs that rob us of joy and create needless suffering. My friend was like, I think you need some of this wisdom. And so, you know, when a friend gives me a book, do you guys ever have your friends give you a book? When a friend gives me a book, I usually try and set aside my own biases of like, oh, I don't know if I'd normally read a book like this. You know what I mean? I like to set that aside and be like, wow, my friend gleaned something really, really good and really helpful from this. And so I'm going to see where they're coming from and what they like think I could improve upon. So it's almost like I try and adopt my friend's viewpoint and lens when I'm approaching a book that they recommended to me. And I usually try and read the whole thing. Unless it's garbage, then I stop. But I very rarely read actual garbage books. I think the only garbage book I ever read was that one Bhagavad Gita translation. That was garbage. When I tell you, that was garbage. I threw that shit. Actually, I didn't throw that shit away. I left that shit in the Beijing hotel, and it's there permanently for somebody else to read. Yeah. Actually, a lot of foreign... I was going to say, well, nobody's going to care because they can't read in English, but that's not true. A lot of foreigners stay at the Beijing hotel, and also a lot of Chinese people speak English. So, I guess they'll find the joys, the joys and the wonders of that particular Bhagavad Gita translation. I have yet to find an actually good one. But anyway, what do we have? We have a question of the day for today. Shall we explore our question of the day? So, my question of the day for today is, let's see. I just had it. How often do you mistakenly How often do you mistakenly think that someone can read your mind? I didn't put question of the day at the beginning of that. That's fine. That's fine. It is what it is. How often do we do that? How often do you think you can practice telepathy? Read someone else's mind. And think that somebody else can venture into your mind and guess what you're feeling. I would argue that most of the drama, most of the problems that occur in our life is because we assume that somebody else can read our mind. And often in relationships as well. Oh, all the time in relationships. In my marriage, all the time. Usually arguments come from one of us assuming that the other can read someone's mind, and it turns out we can't. No matter how close you get to somebody, no matter how close your relationship becomes, I really fucking hate. I'm sorry. I need to be honest. Okay, I do not like that music. We're gonna switch. Okay, this one's better. I feel bad for playing the same 3-hour playlist every time, but like, goddamn, I can't focus unless the music is somewhat okay. Anyway, so you think about like common arguments that happen between husband and wife, or husband and husband, or whatever relationship you have. Like, let's say one partner gets really pissed at the other because the partner life
Roblox
is Roblox. Indeed. Yeah, we're philosophizing over here, Eris. Hi, Eris, my friend. You guys, if you're interested in actual academic philosophy, go check out Eris. Eris is awesome. Anyway, we're doing a little something called armchair philosophy on this channel. That's a really negative term, isn't it? I'm reclaiming the term armchair philosopher. Anyways, so let's say husband throws dishes willy-nilly into the dishwasher, like just like puts them randomly, and the wife doesn't like them to be done that way, but she never tells him that. She just like gets annoyed every single time he does it that way. That is a situation where she thinks that her husband could just read her mind, you know? Like, you're just getting progressively angrier and angrier and angrier for absolutely no reason, because you didn't address that, what was causing your anger. Okay, enough philosophizing. Let's play our game. I figured out what was wrong, you guys. I figured out, so we were stuck last time. We're not stuck anymore. We're gonna get past. I'm gonna open my Steam account. I'll turn that off so I don't dox myself accidentally. Anyway, I hope everybody had a fantastic weekend, Monday, especially those of us who returned to work this week. Holy cow. I remember when I used to work a 9 to 5, it was always like really tough coming back. I realized that I don't hate work. It's not that I hate work, it's that I hate being required to be somewhere for a very long period of time, every day at the exact same time. You know what I mean? That's what I hate. I hate that like people sit in front of desk for 8 hours. Even if you get your work done in 6 hours, you still gotta sit there for 8 hours. Am I right? Okay. Hurry, please start the game so we can stop yapping. Holy shit. Crash Out Tuesday. The crash out is brewing. Someone help. Okay, continue. Let me show you guys the absolute craziness that happened, that I was supposed to be doing. Here, I'm gonna plug in my remote. Crash out harder. Oh, Rexler, I don't know if you want to see that. I actually crashed out on Sunday, actually. Everyone, please stand beside. Reflex getting everybody to stand. Just, oh dear. DCI said, never thought someone could read my mind. Thought that I was being obvious a few times. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think you're still, DCI, I think that's still kind of the same thing, right? When you think you're being obvious about something and communicating something, but you're still communicating it indirectly, right? And they're not perceiving that as direct communication, that could still be you expecting them to read your mind. I know, this game is so adorable. So this game has mushrooms everywhere. It's perfect. Look, magical mycelium. Okay, so the one small gripe I have about it is sometimes it's a little bit unclear how to do the puzzles. They're not super intuitive. So I'm gonna go, I had to look this up because, dude, I was spending an hour last time like trying to figure out what I was supposed to be doing. Turns out we're supposed to bring the lens and we're supposed to bring it and wash it right here. Okay, yeah, sure. I knew that. Anyways, we figured it out. The reason why we were stuck is because we were supposed to be washing the lens. It's dirty. Just wash it. Refly taps the warning it might get cringy sign in the safety. Refly, come on. Okay. I'm not gonna gaslight you into thinking something different. You own the right to your own experience. And so if that's what you truly have experienced on this stream, then there's nothing I can say. I didn't wash the lens. I know, the audacity. Okay, we washed it now. It's clean. Understanding body language and behavioral patterns doesn't make me think of telepathy. Yeah, I mean, I guess it all depends on how we define certain words, right? And so you define your words differently than me. And that's again, more of a, Okay, so shall we do the okay. Well, we're all over the place. Can I explain to you why Tuesdays are Crash Out Tuesdays? Not that this is any excuse, but on Tuesdays is when I volunteer. I help teach ESL to refugees, and often refugees, they require a lot of extra care and attention, and I'm happy to provide that. I really am. But holy shit, does it suck a lot out of you? You know what I mean? Oh my god. I had my client today. He's from Syria. He was telling me about all the turmoil that he went through, all the tribulation. What's the word? I'm not good with words. But anyways, like bombs being dropped in his hometown and having to stay in a refugee camp. And he told me about how he has 11 kids, and whenever he gets home, he can't remember any of the English because he's got 11 fucking kids. And so he when he comes to English class, he's like, this is my escape. This is my time to be away. And so usually he ends up sleeping, like falling asleep, because it's his one time of quiet, like all day. And so no, I don't blame him for not being able to, he's been coming to English class for a year or more, and he still doesn't really know how to read or write, and I don't blame him. Like, people just have to have the right motivator, and it depends on what kind of context you're going into something with. So he's going to English class with the context of, thank God, I finally get a rest. Right? Which is cool, but also not very productive for learning the English. So anyway, that's the reason why I tend to be a little bit scatterbrained. I tend to take on when somebody comes to me and they've got all their stress and whatever, I like to think of that as like nobody can infinitely absorb that, you know what I mean? You can't just like, if you absorb it, right, it's gonna come out in other ways. You can't just like be an infinite absorber of stress and trauma. And some people, they endure so much trauma in their lives that they're just constantly exuding trauma. And again, I don't blame them. Like, they kind of, I would be too. But it's like, it makes it so people like me, like, we are unable to function for the rest of the day because we had to absorb that just to stay grounded, in the moment and to focus on the task at hand. We had to absorb all that. So anyway, that was a long yap session. Hi, Chozo. Just introducing some humor to avoid a full head on collision crash out. Well, here's the thing, Refly. So let me give an example. Not to call you out specifically, but you think, so according to the way your mind works, you think that humor will alleviate any circumstance, right? Any sort of uncomfortable situation. You think, oh, if I just crack a joke, that's gonna make everything better. And again, that's my assumption of you, so it could be incorrect. But you see how we are always reading each other's minds, you know? We're always reading each other's minds. We're always trying to assume, what does one person think? What does one person want to do? What's their intention? What's this? What's that? And so returning to the book, that's what this book is about, is helping break the cycle of constant, assumptions and mind reading and etc. That causes an infinite amount of suffering for a lot of people. 11 kids, damn, I know. Yeah, he's got some adult kids and some younger kids. I mean, a whole range, but he's got 11 kids and like, I want to say like more than 10 grandkids. And obviously they live in a multi-generational house. So it's like always just like crazy all the time. Just bring my fidget toys to ESL class. Right. So again, that's another assumption, right? That the fidget toy would somehow make it all easier. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm not sure in this case if that would work. Okay, let's continue with the story. All right. So I think now we can. Yeah, we can see. Okay, so there's a monster. Ooh. What is this, Noah's Ark for trees? It kind of reminds me of Noah's Ark. He's loading the trees. Oh no. Wait, what's the story? He's deforesting. So there's this beautiful tree, right? And then here comes a monster with an axe. And he's gonna come in and he's gonna deforest the whole place. And then he's gonna pack his trees onto Noah's Ark and kill them all. Oh, we have to warn the bird. Let's go. We're gonna go warn the bird. So in essence, what is your biggest issue you're facing in ESL that can cause crash outs? It's what I explained earlier, is absorbing everyone's trauma and then trying to be a normal human being afterwards. If you've ever worked with refugees or anybody who's gone through, like as a therapist, or anybody who's gone through any sort of trauma, if you sit with them with that and you're there with them for the whole, you give your full attention, because sometimes you can kind of cut yourself off in a way and compartmentalize, you know? I feel like if you compartmentalize, you're still cutting yourself off from being in the present moment, presently with that person. And so I think it's just like a give and take. It's a give and take of energy. And so some people, they need a lot of help. They need a lot of energy. And that's not their fault. It's because they've had a lot taken from them, right? And so, and there's some people who are not used to giving that much. I mean, my life for my whole life has been pretty easy, not gonna lie. I've had a pretty easy life. And so hearing about people's really hard, difficult lives can sometimes be challenging. Sounds like you need a martial arts class to deal with it. Oh, you guys are... I love how everybody's just coming at me with their advice. I never asked for advice, but thank you. Appreciate it. DCI said, I don't think I ever think about what people think. Sometimes I choose my words carefully. Mostly I just let rip and then deal with the fallout. Jesus. Wow. I mean, that's interesting. Yeah. And I think that sometimes we assume that other people act the same way we do or think the same way we do. And that's just not the case, right? So anyway, so this could be helpful, this could not be helpful for you. That's fine. I'll say how it's helpful for me. How about that? So the 4 agreements. So here are the 4 agreements. It comes to this. Can you help dealing with their trauma? Probably not. Just guide them in where they can get help with it. How about that? Okay, the 4 agreements are, number 1, be impeccable with your word. Number 2, don't take anything personally. Number 3, don't make assumptions. And number 4, always do your best. Yes. So we'll go into those more in a bit. But I want to actually progress in this. I'm going to tell this Mr. Bird what's going to happen. I want to progress in our little story. We just shrank down as a little guy. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I shouldn't have done that. Sometimes I do things that I immediately regret. Okay. Hello, Mr. Bird. Mr. Bird, they're gonna deforest the forest, the magical forest.
Henry took off with a steady flight. The tree of life ahead. What a majestic sight. He looked down below, where the forest had been, seeing a force of destruction he had never seen. Caused by the giant tramplers from a distant land, in search of food and leaving all but rubble and sand. Henry summoned his courage, pushing away his fright, determined to stop the tramplers and set things right. Henry lost his grip, abruptly ending his flight, tumbling to the ground from a perilous height. Unaware of Henry and his dangerous fall, the tramplers walked away, not caring at all. How his adventure would continue, no one could know. One thing's for sure, the island's in danger, and time's running low.
Oh no. Okay, so we finished episode 1, now we're on episode 2. Did I break anything? Oh, my head. Okay, I'm stuck. Oh. Hello? Oh no, so now I'm in the forest that's being deforested. Hi, are you a friend or a foe? When the tramplers crack and crush, a little dweller got stuck in the brush. The mole is a victim of this destruction spree. Now it is on Henry to set it free. Yes. Okay. Oh, I need to free him. Okay. So, let us return to the 4 agreements. So, why do Crash Out Tuesdays happen? And what happens during Crash Out Tuesdays? I'm going to try my hardest to focus on myself and my own experience because that's all I know. I don't know anybody else's experience. So I'm not going to diagnose anybody's experience, even though I kind of tried to do that earlier. We're gonna ignore that. That didn't happen. We're gonna gaslight people. That never happened. No, we're gonna just look at me. Me. It's about me. No, I'm just kidding. So if this is helpful for you, great. If it's not, then I'm sorry that it's not helpful for you. My point whenever we're talking about my personal experience is not to like make it all about me, but instead try to put something out there and see if anybody else experiences something similar. So what causes Crash Out Tuesday is because I don't meet the second agreement. The second agreement is don't take anything personally. This is the biggest thing that I have ever struggled with in my entire life. Somebody says something to me, and I typically take things personally very easily, right? What happens when you take things personally? You get defensive. You get insanely defensive. You're like, what are you don't know, what are you talking about? No, you don't know me at all. Does that sound familiar? So we'll go to the what it has to say about that. Thank you for lurking. So what it has to say about that is, let's see. Okay. Nothing other people do is because of you. It is because of themselves. All people live in their own dream, in their own mind. They are in a completely different world from the one we live in. When we take something personally, we make the assumption that they know what is in our world, and we try to impose our world on their world. Even when a situation seems so personal, even if others insult you directly, it has nothing to do with you. What they say, what they do, and the opinions they give are according to the agreements they have in their own minds. Their point of view comes from all the programming they received during domestication. By domestication, he just means like becoming an adult. If someone gives you an opinion and says, "Hey, you look fat," don't take it personally, because the truth is that that person is dealing with his or her own feelings, beliefs, and opinions. That person tried to send poison to you, and if you take it personally, then you take that poison and it becomes yours. Taking things personally makes you easy prey for these predators, the Black Magicians. You can tell this is a little bit of a new age book. I think there's still wisdom in it. Don't just discount it. Even if something uses funny wording, I try not to discount it because it still can have some wisdom. They can hook you easily with one little opinion and feed you whatever poison they want. And because you take it personally, you eat it up. You eat all their emotional garbage, and now it becomes your garbage. But if you do not take it personally, you are immune in the middle of hell. It is not important to me what you think about me, and I don't take what you think personally. I don't take it personally when people say, "Miguel, you are the best." And I also don't take it personally when they say, "Miguel, you are the worst." I know that when you are happy, you will tell me, "Miguel, you are such an angel." But when you are mad at me, you will say, "Oh, Miguel, you are such a devil. You are so disgusting. How can you say those things?" Either way, it does not affect me because I know what I am. I don't have the need to be accepted. I don't have the need to have someone tell me, "Miguel, you are doing so good," or "How dare you do that?" Hi, Eclecte. The energy feels wonderful today. Thank you for saying that. Except, you know what? I'm appreciative that you said that, but also I'm going to not take it personally. It's not because of me that the energy is wonderful today. It's because of you. You and your wonderful energy, Eclecte. Refly said, reminds me of narcissism, and specifically covert narcissism. Oh yes. Refly, let me know what you mean by that. I'm curious what that brings to mind. This is my biggest struggle. This is my life struggle. And he says, so, Eclecte, you've probably read the 4 Agreements. That's what we're reading today. He says in here, the reason why you take things personally is because you notice a bit of truth to it. You feel like it's true. That's why. You're like, oh, I think you're right. You know, I've lived my entire life thinking that I'm invincible. Nobody can be as mean to me as I'm as mean to myself. I'm so mean to myself that nobody can ever be mean to me. That is a delusion, my friends. That is a delusion. I'm just realizing that now. That is a delusion. Because if you are so mean to yourself, you're constantly saying negative things to yourself, you're constantly beating yourself up, every time somebody says something about you, you're going to get upset about it because you kind of believe it. You already tell yourself those things, so you kind of believe it. Let's see. Rifai said, covert narcissists love to get you to take things personally. Well, and that's the thing, Rifai. This book is saying that if you are a narcissist, if you take everything personally, you are a narcissist. Fundamentally, you're obsessed with yourself. I never thought about it that way, but I think he's right. I think that if you take everything personally, you are self-obsessed. You are a narcissist. With a sad and heavy heart, Henry sees what the tramplers ripped apart. All this destruction in such short time, it can only be called a wicked crime. Why are there only 4 agreements? DCI, I think it's because... that's a good question. I'm not sure, actually. There's one that's so the most important one is to be impeccable with your word. And that kind of goes over everything. And DCI, it's possible that this is only talking about one aspect of happiness. Happiness, contentment, whatever you want to call it. And it is also possible that this is a book designed for a certain type of person. And that type of person is me. Somebody who always, and I think that everybody can get wisdom from these ideas. But there's people that will, the suffering they cause themselves is mostly because of all the thoughts they have in their brain and how much they beat themselves up and how much they cause drama for themselves with other people because they're not making these specific agreements. I'm not saying this is like the answer. The answer, it's solved. This is the one way to find happiness. I never find self-help books that way. Like say, wow, it had all the answers. I never tend to do that because maybe it is that way for the person who wrote the book, but I'm not the person who wrote the book, right? So I have a different... Is it working? I think, so a way for me to judge, and maybe you guys are different in how you judge self-help books, but for the way I judge self-help books is, I'm like, okay, is there something I can relate to my life and something that I think I can change? Yes? Good. It worked. Do I have clear ideas of how I can change my life? Yep. Okay, good. That's great. It worked. An amazing read. I always recommend it to everyone. I'm glad, Eclecte. Yeah, I like it. there's some aspects of it that I'm like, because it does have some interesting language in it. Like, it talks about black magic and it mentions God a lot, and the way things are worded. But that's just his specific style, DCI said, I have a quite cynical opinion of them, and I find them slightly exploitative, only saying as you asked. And that's valid. DCI, that's valid. There's obviously many books out there that are just meant to be bought, right? I guess you would just have to ask yourself, like, how many people have read this book and gleaned a lot of wisdom from it? And the answer is a lot. I've heard from a lot of people. I was taking this book in to my volunteer thing today, and somebody just, like, one of the other employees looked at it. He was like, "Oh, I love that book. Wow, it was so good." He told me that. So I was like, "Oh, okay." I mean, as long as it doesn't convince anybody to do anything harmful, right? And if a lot of people glean value from it, then I see it as a positive. Guardians have built outposts in crucial locations to study and protect nature's relations. Here, they observe how everything connects, from butterflies and ants to other insects. Hi, Orange. Welcome, Orange. We're back. Guardian of nature. No, but DCI, and I don't want to, like, shut you down or anything, because I completely agree. There are people out there, I think, who are just trying to sell people stuff, and, they don't really have that much wisdom to provide. Or maybe they do, but, like, they require a lot of people to gain that wisdom. Like, there's a high price. Like, for example, the church that I go to, there's this one individual who's like a self-help person, and you can tell that he has certain ideas which sound really great the first time he gives his spiel, but then he'll come back and give the exact same spiel. Like, word for word, he says the exact same things about, like, we're going to take back our lives, and we're going to, like the self-help guy. If you just download my course, if you just, come to my workshop, it's got a sliding scale from $11.11 to $33.33 dollars. That person. Again, I don't want to make any sort of assumptions because I don't know. I'm telling myself a story about him, right? So I don't know all the details. But it does rub me as something where maybe some vulnerable, like, people who are vulnerable might tend to want to give him a lot of money, right? Because they need that. I guess as long as they give it willingly, if people are giving it willingly and getting what they paid for, then are they getting exploited? I don't know. Like I said, it goes back to our past discussion of being able to tell if something is performative or not. Yeah. You could tell in self-help books if they're genuine or just a cash grab. Yeah. Yeah, right. Right. I'm trying to think. I haven't read any. Luckily, I've actually been able to steer away from the ones that are not as genuine, more of a cash grab, but they definitely exist. DCI said, you're not shutting me down. I get it and respect that things aren't binary in life. Oh, good. But I wouldn't personally follow the fact that millions of people have read it and like it and get something from it, when that just makes me think of the Bible. Yeah, I mean, right. It all depends on, like, how you're biased. I was saying this before, DCI. I think when you consume media, like, it really just depends what mindset you're approaching it with. And that will color how much you glean from it. Like, if you're in a good mood beforehand, The human capacity for bias is astounding. Like, perhaps you're in a bad mood, right? And then you watch a movie. You absolutely hate the movie. You detest the movie. And you can't really explain why. It could be because you were just in a bad mood when you watched the movie. Or like, I'm approaching this book with bias, right? Because I'm trying to take what my friend wanted me to see. So that's the bias I'm leaning more towards. Somebody I care about said, hey, you might get something from this. I want you to get something from this. And so what I'm doing is I'm taking her love for me and I'm using it to find, like, to search for things that I can then respond back to her and be like, oh, I agree with this point. I agree with that point, you know? It's kind of like when a friend sends you a song and it's like, okay, I don't know if I really like this song, but I like my friend, so I guess Hi, Bear. I'm doing good. How are you, my friend? We had a bit of a shaky start today, but we're doing good now. The colony is starving and in despair. The ants can't find a single leaf anywhere, used for their tiny gardens to make fungi grow, which is their food and is no more. Okay, so I need to find something I can sweep away. Oh, and also a stick. Can I put this stick anywhere? Wait. Can I put the stick? Nope. Can I put the stick here? Nope. Okay, we're gonna go back through here. How far along am I in the 4 agreements? I am. Have you read it? What do you think, Bear? I'm at page 102. So I've read through all the 4 agreements already. And I'm at the Toltec path to freedom. I was saying earlier how the second agreement resonated with me the most. You could guess with 25% accuracy, right? It's not a big book. It's like a little novella kind of. Anyway, the taking things personally is like huge. And assumptions. Actually, just all of them. Just all of them. All at once. Mostly just like realizing that the thought of being like, oh, nobody can hurt me if I'm super mean to myself. That's a that's the big realization for today. Like, girl, stop. Girl, stop. Like, I'm sick of it.
Accept yourself. Folks. It starts with you. It starts with you.
I will play this song until the end of time. Until I get it in here. And I realize now that the approach that I'm taking is still one of impatience. But I'll keep playing that song until the lesson is learned. The most important... And that was a huge part of this book, too, was like, you need to love yourself, man. You gotta love yourself. Like, just... Stop. You're creating so much suffering for yourself and everyone else. Just please. For fuck's sake. Anyway. Aretha said mods. Add, actually just all of them to the list of quotes. Right. So, yeah, my big thing is I have assumptions for how people are going to answer certain questions. And when they don't answer the way I anticipated them to, then I start to get defensive because I'm like, Wait, no, you're not getting the point. You're not getting what I'm supposed to be. But you realize, I'm realizing now that when I'm getting frustrated at people not gleaning the same things from philosophical works or whatever, it's because I have the idea that my perspective is the most important. That's where the narcissism comes in. I'm important. I'm the only one who has the right answers. That's not the way it is. Just go full solipsism. Only I am real. Dom says, I believe Buddha says don't cling even to the correct view. Hi, Dom, by the way. I hope you're having a great Tuesday. Oh, yes, Orange. So, great book. A lot of people have said it's a really great book. It just depends on what kind of books you like. So it is a self-help book. It is a more, a little bit of spiritual language. So if that turns you off, because I know we do have people here who are there, I'm making assumptions again, okay? I just caught myself. I'm not going to say what I was going to say. It may rub you the wrong way with the language, but if you feel like it, try it out if you'd like. That's what we're doing. We're going to catch ourselves. Every time we make an assumption about somebody else, we're going to catch ourselves. See if we can do it. I'm going to try and get better. Think about it. Think about how many times every day you're making an assumption about somebody else. Like, seriously. It's crazy. Just saluting the sun. Yeah. Bear says, I find the Four Agreements to contain a great deal of practical wisdom. And that's awesome. Oh, wait, there's another. Yeah, I mean, and that's, Bear, that's what I'm finding too. Is I'm finding ways that connects with my life. In practical ways, like things I can start doing. Okay, can I help you get unstuck? I don't think I can. Okay. Okay, I guess I can't. Maybe I'm gonna go back. Hi, happy person, Orange. I'm glad you're happy today. That's all I want. Is this a new area? I think it is. Oh, I didn't realize I could go backwards. Oh my god. Hello, Mr. Monster. Should I poke him with a stick? Nope. Okay. I guess not. Oh. Okay, it was worth a shot. I genuinely have no idea what I'm supposed to, where I'm supposed to put this stuff. It's fine though. Reflex said, I respect other people's ideas, but solipsism is the dumb and dumber of philosophy. What's the, I for some reason double entendre comes to mind, but I don't think that's the right word. No, it's not double entendre. It's like a when you contradict yourself in the second sentence. You say the first sentence and then you immediately contradict yourself. That's what's That's okay. That's a valid opinion, Refly. I just think it's funny how you worded it because you immediately contradicted yourself. Solipsism, I've delved into that very briefly, but then I realized, I was like, what's the point of thinking about it this way? I was like, what am I adding here? I think it's like with solipsism, you just kind of have to assume, make the assumption that that's just not helpful and then continue on with your life, That was what I decided, but I don't know, maybe it could be helpful for somebody else. Okay, I do not know. We're gonna go back in here and see if there's... I just shrunk down to my little tiny self. I'm so little. For frick's sake, I don't know where to go. Alright, come on. There's gotta be something here. Poke him with a stick. Poke him with a broom. Oh, okay. Can I walk past him? No, I cannot. Can I stick that in there? Can I stick this in here? Okay. What do I... Oops. Hello? What do I do? Oops, not that. Okay, let's see. Maybe we'll go to the map and see if there's somewhere else we can go. Maybe in this forest? Did we go in the forest already? We did, though. What about... Okay, wait. Wait. How do we go deeper into the cave? Bear said, celebrate your growing awareness. Some call that mind reading. Yeah, I think definitely it should be approached with a... yeah, I agree. Unfortunately, I tend to approach things with negativity towards my past self, which is not helpful, right? Be like, how could I not realize? How could I not realize? It's so obvious. That's not helpful. Because that's like you're still expressing negativity towards yourself. Just your past self. So instead be like, wow, I learned something. That's a better way to look at it. Okay. Now, where the frick it... I don't know, seriously. I do not understand. Can I talk to Mr. Bat? Wake up. Okay, well, we're gonna head back. Let me just make sure there wasn't anything in here. Nothing in here, right? No. Okay, what about the stick? No. Okay. Alright, just checking. Plot twist, the background is tied to the energy meter level. Yes. That's how it is. Is there any way I can go that's not... See, how do I go down there? You see where it goes down into the... You see those stairs right there? That's where I need to go. I need to go down. I'm pointing towards it where you can't really see where I'm pointing to. I'm pointing towards the cave down there. Let me see. Let me see if there's like a way I can go back. I feel like the entrance has to be like right... Maybe it does have to be this way. Okay. See, like this area where there's the lantern. That goes down this way. But it doesn't want me to go that way. I don't know. We're gonna go back to the forest. We're gonna try again. Nope. Nope. This stream is... Oh, thank you, Laron. This stream is max cozy level vibes. I'm so glad. And that's all I could ask for. Bear said, well, that's where the fourth agreement comes in. The honest recognition that your past selves were doing the best they could. Yes. Right. You need compassion. You need patience and compassion for your past self. Did I go this way already? Yep, I definitely did. Okay. Cool. Hi, Galti. Galti, long time no see. How was your holidays? Hello, my friend. We're playing a little mushroom game. I hope you'll sit back and join us for some cozy times. We're also talking about the Four Agreements, which is a book, like a self-help book, kind of. Oh? Wait, have I been here? Yeah, I have. No, I don't know what to do. See, that's the thing with this game is that oh my god. I feel like I've put the thing in everything. I've put the stick and the Oh. I should have just kept walking. Orange says, relate to your question. Sometimes in a conversation, I realize how differently some people interpret and think about what I've said compared to what I thought I was saying. Yes, and that's what I'm getting at, Orange. I feel like a lot of people relate to that. Because you think you're being 100% clear. And that's the thing about language, it's so imperfect, right? You could try and be as clear as you possibly can, and somebody's probably gonna glean something from it because of it'll be influenced by the mood they're in that day, their opinions about you, their bias towards you, what they've heard from other people. And that's what this book is trying to get at, is that it's never about you. It's never about you or what you say. Everybody's always in their own space. Oh, thank you, Bear. Thanks for being here. I'll see you next time. Yeah, thanks for being here. It's never personal. Refly said, Merce's streams are like taking a seat in an extra classroom that only contains chill people and outsiders that is used during lunch break because the cafeteria is full. That's very specific. But I did that. I didn't ever sit in the cafeteria. I sat in the drama room with the drama people, even though I didn't really like them. No, I liked them. I wasn't a drama person, and I didn't have any friends. So, to save myself the embarrassment from, like, my teenage self, to save myself some embarrassment of not having anybody to sit with at lunch, I spent time with the drama kids. With the weirdos who would sing randomly. Like, just, okay, you're gonna start singing now? Okay, alright. I realize that's coming with a lot of judgment, and I need to let that go. I'm letting it go. I just tickled the giant. Tickle, tickle. Did that tickle? Oh, is that it? A single trampler away from the bunch, with only one thought. What is left to munch? Henry sees all the leaves and fruits they eat, things others miss and desperately need. It is very peaceful, Galti. Yeah. Orange says, the last time I saw this game, you were trying to make the bird calls to other birds. So, Orange, we did everything right with the bird. Turns out we were supposed to clean the telescope lens, and that's all we had to do. So we just did that, and then we moved on to the next area. It was like super easy. It's crazy. Okay. Oh, okay, what am I doing? Am I trying to cut this? Oh, I cut it. Okay, cool. I cut it. I also love the music too. It's so chill. Agalti said, holidays was good, thanks. The baby arrived a few days ago. Congratulations, Galti. Oh my god, congratulations. Just been a little busy with all that stuff. Holy shit, I bet you have been. Have you been getting any sleep? That's what I always hear about people with new babies, is they like never get any sleep. Wow, that's amazing. I'm so excited. I'm so happy for you. People can't read my mind because my head is empty. You're just thinking ahead of everybody else. Can't read my mind if there's nothing to read. Hey, I like that perspective. I like that perspective. Okay, I'm gonna tickle him again and see what he does. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Is he gonna grab me? Okay, he's not gonna grab me. Is it operating correctly? Oh, good. It's operating better than the last one. That's good news. Eclectic said, what I've gathered is that most judgment or actions from other people are just projections of their inner feelings of themselves. Yes. So even if something is directed to you, it also is never about you. Well, and he gets really like specific. I've shown the book like 10,000 times. We don't need to do that anymore. He gets so specific. He's like, even if somebody points a gun to your head, it still is not personal. That's what he's trying to hammer in. He's like, even if it's like somebody's trying to kill you, it's still not about you. It's all about them. And that's like, that's kind of hard. What if someone is calling out food on your face? Oh, that's a good question. Yeah. Okay, maybe it's because it comes out of compassion from the other person, like thinking, well, if I had food on my face like that, I wouldn't want that. And so you tell the other person, right? It's kind of like that like philosophical perspective of like all communication is selfish in nature. Have you guys heard about that before? Where it's like all communication you have with other people is to try and get them to like to get something from them, or like to become more connected to them, or like, I mean, I know that's a really like harsh way to look at things. Sometimes when you look at it that way, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'd say you're being helpful to save embarrassment. Yeah, right? Because you care about them not being embarrassed. So... $110 here today. About to head to Blowhole Beach to cool off. Have a fun stream. Thank you, Orange. Oh my gosh. Happy winter. Happy summer. Summer for you right now. That sounds so fun though. Have a fun time at the beach. That's also crazy. Crazy hot. Okay, so he... Did anything get accomplished when I scritched his toe? I don't think so. But I guess we're gonna go back. So what I did was I sharpened the stick. So maybe the stick now will be able to be used over here. We're gonna try it. We're gonna try jabbing this, like jamming the stick in places. Nope. Okay. What about? Nope. Okay. We're gonna try in the house. Hello, Ospud. Welcome. Oh no, I think you have ads right now. Thank you for the lurk. Oops. I mistyped that. It is what it is. Excuse me. Okay. Eclectic said the inner you that would feel embarrassment of walking around with something on your face is projecting that by telling them about what's on their face. DCI said, but also I could be pointing it out in an inappropriate moment. If you're pointing it out in an inappropriate moment, though, wouldn't you still be selfish, right? Because you're like only thinking about you know what I mean? Like when you say inappropriate, like let me think of an example. Saying something during an inappropriate moment. This happens a lot of the time with people with social anxiety or autistic people. And I have both. And so sometimes I'll say things without realizing that it's inappropriate because I just want to relieve something from my own. Like if I say okay, so I got together with my husband and his friends a couple weeks ago. We went to a restaurant and it was exceedingly loud. It was like blasting loud. Like there was like a live band or whatever. It was so loud. I was overstimulated. And so I said very, very loudly to my husband in front of his friends, "I'm overstimulated right now." And that was mostly just about me relieving my pain. And I think it made his friends uncomfortable. Even though it was true. Even though it was, like, obvious. Do I just tickle him 1,000 times? Is that what I'm supposed to do? I don't know, man. Like they said, I perceive inappropriate as, hey, you have something on your face, while in a group of multiple people, rather than quietly letting them know, one-on-one. Yeah, if you mention, like, somebody has something in their teeth, like, in front of everyone, then it's like you commit some sort of faux pas, even though you're telling the truth. Sometimes I still have difficulty with that. Knowing when to say things and knowing when to not say things, even if it's true. Okay, so he didn't want to be tickled. So... oh dear. Okay, we're back to square one. And square one is we have no idea what we're doing. Okay, I feel like there was a place to put stuff. There was a place to put stuff somewhere around here. So it's not in there. That doesn't want anything to go in there. What about... nope. Alright, what about here? Nope. Okay. Let me see if I can... oh, maybe I'm gonna go over to this bat and see if there's anything I can do over there. And then if that doesn't work, we're gonna pause and read some more and then try and figure it out. Alright. What if we do this? Nope. Okay, what if we do this? Nope. Okay. I'm pissed. Okay. Let's... have we been here? We were just there. We were just there. Let me try this one more time. I'm gonna try one more time. Even though I think I just barely tried it. Cry. Saving that for later, are you? Sometimes you could be humorous about it, and that breaks the tension, right? Breaks the ice. Oops. You guys, I have no idea. Wait. Yeah, I was just here. Fuck. Hello? Hello, Mr. Monster? Please. Please show me what to do. I don't know what to do. Thank you. Oh, wait. Oh my god. Oh, we did it. I got such a large dopamine rush from that. This is almost reminding me of my Blueprints days when I was trying to play that game Blueprints, which I hated, by the way. Sorry, Blueprints enjoyers. That game was fucking awful. Cause you'd spend like 2 hours, right, playing the game, and you would get absolutely nowhere. Doing the same thing over and over, like having no idea what you're doing. And then you get like one tiny little piece of information that like would help you progress, like a tiny bit. And it would give you such a large dopamine rush that you just continue to subject yourself to the misery of that game. No, this game is nothing like that. No, it's nothing like that. Okay. So let's return to why is it important to not take anything personally? How do most conflicts start? How does a lot of drama start? Let's take the example of what happened this Sunday. Ooh, you guys remember how last week we did that little exploration of the founder of my church who did that 10-gram mushroom trip. I'm sure you guys remember that. So yeah, I was really looking forward to going to church on Sunday and seeing what everybody thought. So what happened was, usually there's somebody who like starts the meeting or whatever with announcements, and the person who was doing that day is just like, technically we're not supposed to have any leaders. There's supposed to be no hierarchy, right? I don't know how much I believe that. Anyway, she's one of the people who's like, she likes to take control of a lot of things. So she starts out by saying, did any of you guys watch Steve's live stream? And not many people had, actually. But she was like, it was so amazing. I felt like I was in the medicine all day. I felt like it was such a magical and wonderful experience. Hello, 2/3 Lotus. Oh my gosh, hello, my friend. I only stopped in your stream a couple minutes the other day, but I just loved your vibe. So I'm glad you could stop by today. Oh, we made the troll move. Thank God. You guys, if you're into poetry, if you guys want to create some poetry, check out 2/3 Lotus. Here, let me just type this right. Eclecta, you might already know this person, but yeah. Anyway, we're talking about my mushroom. So we're talking about my mushroom church. Welcome to my stream. We're talking about. So let's just give the context, shall we? So we're talking about many things. We're talking about a book called The Four Agreements, and we're also talking about the Mushroom Church live stream. Here, we're gonna go to show just a couple clips of the live stream to refresh. Oh my God. Okay. Just to refresh. So the founder of my church did a live stream where he tripped on 10 grams of psilocybin mushrooms, okay? And basically what it was is just a fucking party, okay? It was a party. And I was really upset about it because that's not what I perceive the worship to be. I don't agree with it. And so I was really upset. So I show up to church on Sunday, right? And the person giving announcements is like, it was so amazing. I felt like I was in the medicine the whole time. I felt like I was, I felt like it was such a powerful spiritual experience. And I think that's like, wow, wow, wow. You think you have an idea of something, right? But then you realize some people have completely the opposite idea and the opposite impression. And in fact, like, it's like completely the opposite. So there actually ended up being some drama because she started that out, and then somebody stood up and said, "Hey, there's actually some of us who didn't like it and thought that it was a little bit performative, and it didn't represent what we do here." And she ended up being so defensive. It was almost like you could see her whole face change, her whole demeanor change. She was like, she was astounded, the same way I was astounded by her and her response. This just goes to show that you tell yourself a story and you believe it so firmly that sometimes you don't even allow any other perspective in. And I'm guilty of this. I did that. I did that wholeheartedly with all my judgments of this. A lot of it was based on my own personal biases, a lot of my personal fears. You know, I grew up Mormon. I grew up LDS. And so seeing this kind of, and I would use the word debauchery. And that's a very judgmental word. That comes from a lot of judgment. And so she was actually coming back and saying, wow, I don't like all this judgment that's coming out. And then I was hearing that and I was getting offended, right? Because I was like, oh no, am I a really judgmental person? You see where I'm going with this? All that drama could have been avoided if we just practiced these principles. If we just like didn't take everything personally and make assumptions. You know what I mean? Right? Was this filmed on Halloween? No, it was not filmed on Halloween. Don't ask me who the sexy nurse is. I don't know. It was never explained why the sexy nurse is there. Okay, and the flower, and I'm gonna have to look at this whole thing again because my perspective has changed dramatically. I'm still angry, obviously. I'm still angry that a decision was made about, because he went to the Salt Lake Tribune and like had a news story about it, right? And I think I'm justifiably angry about that. But, like, other people had a completely different experience. Oh, how confusing that all is. Yeah, at DCI, it's okay to be confused. And my point is that like there's all this drama and all these personal feelings and all this emotion and all this whoa, you know, because people care too much and people tell themselves stories too much about how things are and they don't let in any outside perspective. Like I said, I'm so confused by the sexy nurse and how the outfit fits in the vibe of spiritual practices. I mean, yeah, I know. But the response of that leader was like, it was actually so bad that I left crying because I was like, oh shit, am I a bad person? And I think what I did too was took in that judgment. No, I saw myself as judgmental. That's another thing that you're not supposed to do. Anyway, Eclectic said I didn't notice the nurse costume before when we watched this. Yeah, I don't know. Imagine watching TV under an angle. Yeah. r/TV too high. There's no way to say anything without speaking out of judgment here. Right. Judgment can be necessary. Okay. Right. I think, like, it's part of being human. Right. Dom says discernment. And Dom, that comes from attachment to being right. That comes from attachment to self. Oh my gosh, Dom, wait, you guys know each other too? Holy shit, maybe that's 2/3, maybe that's why you got recommended to me. I love how we all know each other. Yeah, Dom's awesome. Always bringing in the Buddhist wisdom for us. And also the artwork. We love Dom's artwork, Dom's music. We love all of it. Okay, I have a let's see. I have a leaf. He's hungry. Okay, I'm gonna feed him the leaf. He's hungry for a leaf. He's so tired that he can't move because he's hungry. Here, eat the leaf. You'll feel better now. Munch, munch, munch. Wait, he's still sleeping. Oh. Look, it's food. Yeah, it's okay, little ant. Oh, he just sheepishly takes it. Oh my god, it's so cute. Eclecta, you ran into Chozo yesterday on another stream. Wait, what stream was it? Let me know. I'm trying to, not in a creepy way, but... Okay, I just realized how that came across. I'm trying to find... I'm trying to find as many people out there, and I'm trying to integrate. We're trying to spread the mycelium as far as humanly possible. I've been on a search for like other mushroom creators, my ultimate desire is to like form some sort of Twitch group of creators that either like mushroom creators or like people with the same vibe. That'd be so fun. I realize that one of us has to be partner, which, nah, that's not, that's a little bit of an unrealistic possibility, but, wait, did I just go up and then down? Did I just go up and then down, or am I confusing myself? Oh. Oh no, I didn't. Okay, it's just the exact same thing on the top as it is on the bottom. That's disorienting. The Society of Trippy Homies. Hell yeah. I love that. I love that. Eclectic said, none of us are perfect or meant to be perfect. Yes, so true. If you want your kid to be decent, it's a part of education, and if you want your kid to be decent, right? 2/3 said, knowing people is a pretty cool thing. And 2/3, would you say that in order to know people, you have to know yourself first? Because I feel like I'm trying, the more I get to know myself. Oh, hi, Tweet. I hope you enjoy your dinner. That's a big question. Yeah, I know, it's a huge question. For example, I feel like I understand people who are arrogant a lot more since discovering that I too have the potential for arrogance. The other day we were talking about arrogance and greed. And I was finding those things, with those characteristics within myself for really the first time. Shocker. I've had them this whole time. It's just like, I realize now that, oh shit, wow, I'm, okay. But now I understand why people act on, like why people get arrogant. Oh, okay, we're gonna take these rings. Gonna take the rings and we're gonna put them somewhere. Another puzzle. Oh, it's all the little what are these called? Pupa, right? I think they're called pupa. Like a bee. Maybe that's just a bee term. Oh, larvae. I knew that. Larvae. It's the tiny larvae who suffer most. Henry has to act so they won't pay the cost. They need shelter, warmth, and damp air. But most of all, some fungi fare. I am the mushroom bringer. Don't you worry, little larva. I will bring you your mushrooms. I'll be right back. Anyway. Salty S and X. Okay, I'm writing that down. Where's my pen? Here it is. I will be going there. Okay. Oh, I'm glad you like huge questions. Me too. Refly said something interesting the other day in my Discord about how sometimes humans just like to ask why, and sometimes that's enough. Even if we never answer questions, the process of asking why and how provides a lot of fulfillment in and of itself. Dom says, if you want to understand human beings, you have the clearest view of yourself. Right. And that's what I always thought too, is like you have something that you can always study. Oh, okay. I gathered one of the little shiny things. Cool. Like, I can't really I don't have a direct understanding of other people, but I do have a direct understanding of myself. And so Dom says there's similar logic in meta meditation, where generating self-love first allows you to recognize those aspects in others. Not to imply you can't be deceived by yourself. Oh yeah, you can definitely deceive yourself. 2/3 says, so I think not knowing oneself means going about life with certain biases and frameworks without being aware of them. And that can lead us to judge people and form preconceived notions about being aware, and thus knowing them less, because we are knowing our own judgment of them, not them as them. I like that answer. Right. The more you recognize like biases and frameworks within yourself, the more and like you try and dismantle them, I feel like the more you're able to be present in a conversation. Like, when's the last time you entered a conversation without having any preconceived notions for how it was going to go? Or, like, any desires for how it was going to go? Or, like, even halfway through a conversation, like, you have certain desires for what you want to say and how you want to come across and, like, what you want to... Okay, this is going to be a lot more challenging than I thought. This is, like, extra puzzle time. Oh dear. Okay, we need to find another tadpole thing. Let me see if I can... Okay, so we're looking for another tadpole thing. We've also got these 3 rings, which... I don't know. Wait, look. Okay. Look, there's these little they're not tadpoles, but you know what I mean. They look like a tadpole. There's a picture of them here, but there's not any here. Let's see if we can, like, find another cave somewhere and find them. I don't know. Dom says, I think probably expression of self-ignorance. Expressions of self-ignorance are countless. Yeah. Sometimes I ask myself, like, if is it ever possible to like be free from bias? And I don't know, honestly. Like, the amount of times I catch myself like making a judgment about somebody or making a statement based on an assumption I have about somebody is like literally constantly. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to be free from that. Oh, the mole is gone. The mole's gone. Okay, he's gone. What do we do now? And the giant's gone, right? No, the giant's still here. What if we put toe rings on the giant? Is it like a toe ring? Nope. Okay. Just kidding. Okay. Oh. Oh yeah, the ring place. Let's... Is there a way to, like, delve into a different area? It looks like it branches off. Nope, that doesn't go there. Okay, keep an eye out for those tadpole-looking things. Let me put a ring here and see what that does. I'm gonna put this here. Oh, it doesn't have any power. Can I put this on here? Okay, it will not. We have to get these glowing things first, and then it will have power, and then we can put the rings on, I guess. I think. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why I'm thanking you. Thank you. I made the game. Just kidding. It is cool. Yeah, no. It's called The Guardian of Nature. And I saw it randomly, like one day. I woke up at 2 a.m. Like last week, and was just scrolling through mindlessly. And I stumbled across somebody playing this game, and I saw there were mushrooms in it, and I was like, oh, we're playing this. So it's like the universe gifted me a game to play. But yeah, I had never heard of it until now. Oh, for frick's sake. Okay. So, what if we just keep going forward? Yep. Oh yeah, I was just barely here. Oops. Is there another tadpole over this way? I forgot. I have like such short-term memory when it comes to like playing this game. I'm like, wait. A broom? Nope. I'm like, wait, I completely... As soon as I leave, it's like I immediately forget where I was. Okay, so what if we switch the orientation of the rings? Okay, what if we put this in here? Nope. Okay, what if we... okay, I must have missed a tadpole from somewhere. So where am I right now? I'm off the map. Let's see. 2/3 said, yeah, it's hard to go into situations without judgment. There's a good book called Zen Mind Beginner's Mind, which talks about that. And is a nice introduction to Zen Buddhism. Oh, yeah.
We live in an eternal now. You've got all the time in the world, because you've got all the time there is, which is now.
You're right, Alan Watts. It's time for memes. Thank you, Alan Watts. Okay. Meme time. Dom says, I should love Zen, but always end up disagreeing with something I hear from there. I need to get more into, like, I only have a superficial understanding of Zen Buddhism, but thank you for recommending that book. I'm gonna add it to my list of books that I should read. Zen Mind, Beginner's Mind. Okay, write that down. And then we'll get to the memes. You guys, we have some anxiety memes for today. Does any of you have anxiety? Do any of you guys have anxiety? If you do, raise your hand. I do. I have anxiety. There's this meme that I really love, and it's basically just like this guy that looks really anxious, and he's writing on a board, and all it says is, I like sandwiches and have anxiety. Part 44. It's my favorite meme. I need to find it again. Okay, so say hi to anyone or draw 200. Yes. I'm actually impressed. I'm impressed with the I know this is obviously an altered image, but god damn, the amount of cards he's able to hold. That's really impressive. Draw 250. I have crippling anxiety. Yo, literally, yeah. Why is saying hi so hard? I don't know. It just is. Why is saying hi like suddenly your heart is going dum 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 and your palms start sweating? Just say bye instead. Yeah, just say bye instead. I wonder if that would have the opposite effect. No, I probably would just end up saying bye by accident because I'm so anxious about saying hi that I just like blurt out whatever's on my mind. Two-thirds says I disagree with most things. Real. That's real. Sometimes I agree with things one day and then I disagree with them the next day. Actually, that happens all the fucking time. It usually just depends what mood I'm in. Everything's on a whim. A tweet says, oddly, Twitch has helped ease that anxiety. It's still there though. No, that's good. I love that for you. Actually, the whole reason why I started streaming, one of the reasons, was to help overcome my social anxiety. Have I completely cured it? No. But, I feel like I am a lot better at talking to people now than I was before I started streaming. Because when you just sit and you talk and talk, like, Twitch is a lot about practicing talking. I used to never be able to understand the concept of, like, how do people just pull things out of their brain constantly? Because I was always so quiet. I never had anything to say. Turns out I do have a lot to say. I just didn't have the opportunity to say it. You know? If I go to a party setting, right, like we're all sitting around a table or something, there's like 6 people, I'm gonna be the quiet one. I'm just gonna sit there and not say anything, because everybody else is gonna be fighting over like saying this, you know. And so I'm not gonna I will not fight to make my voice heard. Not that it's like I don't know. There has to be dead silence in order for me to say what's on my mind. I feel like I've gotten a little bit better about that now, though. Like, pushing my way in. You gotta be assertive. You gotta be assertive when you're talking to people. Tom says, I like that they prioritize... going back to Zen Buddhism. I like that they prioritize meditation a lot. Centered around powerful technique, non-dual stuff, some cool poetry. It was influenced a lot by Taoism. Then I always feel like they're too poetic, not being nuanced enough. That's fair. I do love Taoism as well. We read the Tao Te Ching. Didn't understand any of it, but we read it. We read it from cover to cover. I didn't understand any of it, but I feel like I have a rough understanding of Wu Wei, you know, non-action, effortless action, non-action. being an uncarved block, you know, basically being open to possibilities, kind of, or like being able to be shaped in any way, and not being too attached to any certain part of your like personality or life or whatever. Just kind of going with the flow. 2/3 says, I read the Tao a week ago and I loved it. I love that you loved it. Oh, you know what? I bet it's because you have, well, no, this is an assumption I'm making, but I wonder if because you have a poetry background, you're better able to understand the meaning. But I don't want to make assumptions. You know, I'm gonna give it another shot. We're gonna try again. Because I know that she's got some wisdom in her. Like, I just have to try hard enough. I just have to try harder. Zhuangzi seemed more useful, weirdly enough. Oh, I loved Zhuangzi. Poetry is spoken, so it's not the Tao. Oh fuck. Okay. Okay. Well. Okay. Anyway, let's see. 2/3 said, my stream yesterday was when I really realized I can just talk about stuff on stream and that's okay. It was nice. Yeah, well, I enjoyed hearing you talk about stuff. I lurked for a bit. I didn't talk a ton, but I lurked for a bit. It was nice to just hear you talk. Yeah, sometimes you have to just let go with what, like, you have to let go of what you have planned to talk about. I have a hard time doing that. Because I tend to spend a lot of time working on, like, a plan for the stream. And, like, okay, I'm going to talk about this topic and this and this and this. And then I have an idea for, like, okay, so people are going to take this topic this way. And it's going to go to this direction. And every single time without fail, I hit start stream. And it usually goes exactly the opposite of where I thought I would. You know what I mean? Like, it just, you got to let go of your preconceived notion. Oh yeah, of course, thank you for the lurk, Eclecte. Have a good run. 2/3 said, could be that there's some straight up poetry in there. Yeah, maybe. Okay, sounds like prepping a D&D session. Oh, are you a D&D, what is that called? A DM? I'm not very familiar with I tried playing D&D one time, and that it's okay. I see why people like it for sure. But yeah, I bet it's the same way for being a DM for D&D. Like, having a plan and then just, like, completely going off script for most of the game. Okay. Thanks for spending time with me today. Can you just fill out this questionnaire? Number 1, did I act okay? Number 2, was I cool? Was I fun? Did you have fun? Did I do anything wrong? And, do you still love me? Me after hanging out with my best friend of several years. Literally, like, why? I don't know, it just is. No. Chozo, you're mean. How dare you? And you know what? I'm not going to take that personally. I'm not taking that personally, Chozo. I'm done. I'm following the 4 agreements. And so I take back everything I said before. Fine. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you feel that way, but it has absolutely no effect on me whatsoever. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes I do wish I could send people this questionnaire because, like, I don't know. I make up stories in my head of, like, how people perceived me, and I need to be perceived at all times. Tell me how you perceive me, please. Because I need to be free. Release me. Release me from my cycle of... And that's the thing, it's a selfish thing, right? Because I'm selfishly wanting somebody else to release me from my own mental turmoil. Only I can do that. Only I can do that. I foolishly think that other people can do that for me. Maybe they can temporarily, but I'm not addressing the root of the problem, which is me. Oh shit! Rip. Wait, let me try mine. Let me see. Hey, yeah, that's right. It always gives me the good answer. Oh, I'm glad you like it. It's rigged, by the way. No, it's not rigged. No. I just always... My power level is always maximum. Oh, shit. I guess Refly is on my level today. Congratulations, Refly. Be right back, screaming into the void. I'm pinning that comment. Okay, that's pinned. Chozo already got the grain of sand ego earlier. Oh, okay, maybe that one's... I have days where I think that's the best answer, and then I have days where I feel like the one I got is the best answer. It all depends on how you look at it, right? Okay. Next one. This reminds... Okay, so first we'll do the meme, then we'll say what it reminds me of. Don't think about it too much, me. The head just is like fucking steaming. That being pinned fuels my ego. Hell yeah. Well, actually, no, I guess that's counterintuitive. That's, that goes against what you're trying to achieve. I'm challenging you. I'm challenging you, 2/3. It's just like the book said. Like, if somebody gives you a huge compliment, don't take it personally. Because it's not about you. I'm just kidding. I just, that was another thing I saw in this book where I was like, oh shit, you're right. You know how, you guys know how we were talking about how there was that 50-year-old guy who's like trying to start something with me. I don't know what it was, but he was like telling me everything I wanted to hear, like being really nice, like the things that he was saying, I was like so surprised and like, wow, he really understands, like, oh, he cares about me, he really understands me. Girl. Girl. He was just telling you what you wanted to hear, for fuck's sake. Don't take that personally either. Yeah, I know. But it feels nice when somebody... It feels nice when somebody says all those things that you want to believe, right? About yourself. Come on. It feels nice. Everybody wants that. Everybody wants to be complimented and talked good about and etc. That was so grammatically incorrect. It's fine. Right? But you have to not let that get to you either. Because then you can give your... If you let that get to you, then you're just going to give your attention to anybody. Anybody who gives you even the slightest crumb of attention, you'll like gravitate towards them without a second thought. Which is what I do all the time. Yeah. Even when it's not a good idea, probably. Dom says, yeah, we should all fight each other to humble each other. Yes, that is the way. This meme reminds me of when I get out of hot yoga. No, literally. When I get out of hot yoga, my body, especially during winter time, you could see the steam just rising off of everybody's bodies. It looks a lot like this, actually. It's funny. Like, literally steaming. Dom says, I was thinking about that this morning. I've heard a few times that you should be alike in praise and blame, and just, wow, what would that be like? Sorry, I'm trying to. Let me ponder your comment. I was thinking about this morning, and I've heard it a few times that you should be alike in praise and blame. Can I ask, if you could clarify a little bit what you mean by that? Like, does it mean that you have an equal amount of things you should be praised and blamed for? But like, or does it mean something similar to this, where it's like you need to both with praise and with blame, you need to take neither one of those personally. Because it's easy for someone to say, like, don't take the negative thing you say about someone personally. But like, what about the positive thing? What about the compliments? What about all those things you want to hear? I think that's kind of hard not to take that personally. Oh, wait. Okay, I'll just go this way. Okay, the question is, can I go right? Oh, okay. I was supposed to go right, that's why. Go past all the sleeping ants. Excuse me. And then I'll find the final one. Okay. That was where I was supposed to go. We'll take that. Hello? That didn't work. Okay, try again. There. So now we've got all the things. Oh, there's like 3 different sections. I think I know where to put the bucket. I think it's in that little, the place with the rings. Dom says, like, when you receive praise from someone or blame from someone, you're just so stable in yourself, or however you want to say, that both seem the same. Oh, yeah. Right. Not being affected by either one. Oh, that is hard. Because what if you... Because the process I usually get caught up in is like, I start to convince myself that I deserve to hear certain things. I deserve it. I deserve to be treated this way. I deserve to be spoken to in this way. Right? And so when you finally hear what you think you deserve, it feels so good. Wait, I thought this... Hello? No? Oh. Really? Wait, if that doesn't work, then what? What? Okay, what if I... Oh, okay. Much. Here, the glowing... they kind of look like sperm a little bit in a way. Okay, they left. That means we get to keep going forward. Through the tunnels. What's in here? Nothing. Okay. Dom's... Oh! Oh, that's the place from earlier. Okay. Chapter 12 of the Gita says, those who are alike to friend and foe, equipoised in honor and dishonor, cold and heat, joy and sorrow, and are free from all unfavorable association. Those who take praise and reproach alike, who are given to silent contemplation, content with what comes their way, without attachment to the place of residence, whose intellect is firmly fixed in me, and who are full of devotion to me, such persons are very dear to me. Is that, was that said by Sri Krishna? Is that what they mean by me? Dom said, and for those who don't know, Sri Krishna is like manifestation of God. Oh, okay, yeah. And my understanding is that he's like one version of God. Dom says maybe it becomes like, okay, praise has good and bad. I see both, unmoved. Blame has good and bad. I see both, unmoved again. Yeah. In the book, it talks about how, like, maybe you'll have somebody who walks away from you, who, like, treats you badly and then walks away. And that makes you better off than if you had stayed with that person. It also talks about, I was mentioning earlier about how, like, if you believe certain things about yourself, for example, if you believe, like, you deserve to be abused by people, then you will allow people to abuse you. Let's see. If you have the need to be abused, you will find it easy to be abused by others. Likewise, if you are with people who need to suffer, something in you makes you abuse them. It is as if they have a note on their back that says, "Please kick me." They are asking for justification for their suffering. Their addiction to suffering is nothing but an agreement that is reinforced every day. I think that's interesting. If someone is not treating you with love and respect, it is a gift if they walk away from you. If that person doesn't walk away, you will surely endure many years of suffering with him or her. Walking away may hurt for a while, but your heart will eventually heal. Then you can choose what you really want. You will find that you don't need to trust others as much as you need to trust yourself to make the right choices. Mods, add the I love how the mods meme, because I actually have no mods. Mods, add, kind of looks like sperm, by the way, to the list of quotes. I know, I have this whole quote section that's empty. We need to find a way to use this. We're gonna find a use for it, don't worry. I'll think of something. We got a lot of plans. It's gonna happen. 2026. It's gonna happen. Equipoise is a crazy word, though, right? I'd actually never heard of that word before until today. So, I think I understand what it means. Zhuangzi has a crazy quote against praise that I loved. I'll try to find. Yes, please find it. I need to read Zhuangzi again. I really loved it when I read it. Whoops. I'm gonna go back out just for a second. Okay, is there anything I can do out here? Oh, no. Wait, then why am I here? To fix the ladder. Oh, I didn't think that would work. Cool. Now I can climb up. And I can get to the other side. Okay. I guess I'll come back for all that other stuff later because, yeah. This seems cooler. We're just gonna keep exploring. Ooh. Oh, they're bats. Can I touch the bats? Wakey wakey. So far I haven't encountered anything mean in this game, which I love. No fighting involved. Since the bats rest throughout the day, they did not see what has come their way. The tramplers have put their future at stake. There won't be any fruits when they awake. No, not the tramplers. The tramplers are the monster guys. Those guys are evil. Oh yeah, of course. Thank you for lurking, and I'm glad you have enjoyed it so far. A nice break from writing. Good luck with the rest of your writing. Okay, there's gonna be an ad soon, and once the ad starts, I think I'm gonna take a quick pee break and a quick, oh, thank you. So nice. I'm gonna take a quick pee break and then get more tea. Today I'm drinking black tea. It's really good. It's got like a kind of a little bit of a roasted flavor to it. We're gonna take the mycelium battery and go. Let's go. Actually, I should just teleport there. I'm gonna teleport back here. Okay, I'm gonna go pee. I'll be right back. Give me 3 minutes. I made it just in time. Yeah. With not a second to spare. I hope the pee timer accurately captured the amount of time. Oh fuck, okay, wait, go back. Okay, there we go. You guys, I think it's time for some yoga. What do you guys think? I'm gonna redeem it. Redeem. That's why I'm out of breath. Yoga time. Let's go. Make our screen a bit big. Yoga. Woo! I like to do a little bit of yoga on this channel sometimes. Just to like, especially for us who sit down for such long periods of time, my body gets really stiff when I do that. So, oh, by the way, look at these earrings that my friend gave me. Look at them. They're little mushrooms. Oh my god, they're so cute. They got like a little flower in them. But my friend gave them to me for Christmas, so I'm wearing them today. They're so cute. Anyway, I love my friends know me so well. Anytime they ever see something mushroom themed or like related, they're like, yeah, Marissa likes that. So it's so cute. Dom says, didn't find the quote, but this one's cool. You have learned the wisdom of being wise, but not yet the wisdom being free of wisdom. Oh shit. Right. I like that. It goes back to that one comment on the... I always go back to the same thing, but where PewDiePie was making a video about being a minimalist and only having one of everything. And somebody commented, you should try not being attached to not being attached to things. I didn't say it right, but you know what I mean. Hello, Tuxin. Welcome. Nice to see you. We're about to do a little bit of yoga. We're doing this really cozy game today. We're about to do a tiny bit of yoga beforehand. I just wanted to show you guys what I'm working on. We're working on a balancing, so let's try doing some balancing. You can try doing it with me or not, either way. But what we're doing is we're gonna do a staff pose, and then we're gonna move over into a goddess pose, which is where your leg kind of goes to the side, and then you do a curtsy squat afterwards. Hello, Ivan. You came just in time for our yoga today. Hi, Ivan. You guys, Ivan's streams are so cool. Oh my god. Wait, let me give you a shout out. You guys, Ivan is so cool. Sometimes I'm intimidated. Okay, we're shouting out Ivan Neo, not Ennio. Ivan Neo, not Ennio. No, we got it right this time. Anyway, so quick little balancing, and then we're gonna go back to our game. Is this beginner level, moderate level, or expert level? I would say this is moderate level. So what you can do is you can start with just doing staff pose. If you want to be a beginner, just do staff pose. If you want to try something moderate, you can try and do what I'm doing. So it's about like, I'll show you kind of a little bit in my current frame. We're going to switch to my yoga setup. We did it. We almost fell over many times, but you know what? That's okay. That's what balance is about. Sometimes you have to let yourself fall over. You know? You gotta let yourself fall. You know, I've got a sheen of sweat on me too. So we're gonna remove our outer. Woo! You gotta let yourself fall and shake to experience growth. But I'm so glad I have my fan here. No, don't worry. I won't kick the vases. Even if I do. There's a Chinese saying, 岁岁平安. It means, it doesn't matter. I don't know. I actually don't know what it means. I think it's something about, like, there's always peace. Even if you break shit, it's not that big of a deal. Even if you break a prized possession, your possessions are not even that important. Okay, I'm actually going to look up and see what it means. I need to know. Let me see if I can spell it right first. Okay, so I'll go to my Chinese keyboard. Yeah, I think it's this. 岁岁平安. It's an idiom phrase used for New Year blessings / wishes, but only for children. Oh, what? Oh. Hello, Reclusi. Oh, welcome back. How we doing? True, sometimes you just gotta smash all your vases. Yeah, right. I'll smash all of them. I'll smash all of them. You ready? I'm just kidding. No, I would never do that on purpose. Does it make you nervous that I'm holding this? Whoop. Oh no. Oh no. She's going off the deep end. You guys are always so worried about my possessions. No, do not worry about your possessions, for they are just possessions. Sweetie. Sweetie. 老公. Okay. I was gonna ask my husband to say he's busy. He's on a video call, I think, actually. Anyway, he can explain later what it means, but that's what he says whenever he breaks stuff. Oh yeah, okay, well here. To comfort yourself or others. For this case, sui means crushed, but same oh, okay. So it's something that people say like during New Year's, but sui is also crushed and broken. So it's like a play on words. Husbando. I almost called him by his name. He usually responds when I call him by his name, which I need to be careful about that. Imagine the bliss of smashing it. I know. I want to go to one of those places where you can just smash dishes. Are those a thing in like places outside of America, or is that just America? Because we can get kind of weird with our destructiveness. Don't be possessed by your possessions. No, don't be possessed by. Exactly, Ivan. Exactly. Just the same as, don't be too attached to not being too attached to things. Big brain. Just don't be attached to anything. Don't be attached to anything. And if that leads you to the conclusion that, oh, okay, so I'm just always failing, you're doing it right. No, I'm just kidding. You're not doing it right. You're not doing it right. That's just the way my brain tends to work. I'm like, great, so I'm just not doing anything right then? Fine. Life is just a series of like recognizing all your shortcomings and trying to improve them, and constantly, it's like a constant cycle, you know what I mean? Like, it just never ends. It's like, when can I just, like, be done? Be done growing and changing. Can I be done now? Haven't I done enough? No, you've never done enough. Ivan says, accept my blank notebooks. I'm attached to those. Do you have a collection of blank notebooks? You're saving them. You're saving them for the right inspiration. No, but I don't want to assume. What? Can I ask, why do you have blank notebooks? They're too nice to write in. Oh! Nice. Oh, too nice to write in. Do you have good handwriting or bad handwriting? Okay, okay. We're making judgments about people's handwriting. Is your handwriting... Here, we'll start with me. My handwriting is abysmal. Bad, okay. My handwriting is so abysmal, I can barely even read my own writing. Do you ever struggle with that? Do you ever write something down and you're like... What? What did I write here? Okay, now I get it. That's why you don't want to write in them. I'm sure it isn't that bad. Just wait until you see mine. Not that we should compare, but like... is that a myth, that people's handwriting determines their personality? I remember, like, when I was a teenager, people were, like, doing... a lot of investigations into that. Like, if your handwriting's really cramped, it says something about you. Wait, now I'm curious. I'm looking this shit up right now. Does your handwriting say anything about you? And I'm gonna immediately read this and immediately reject it, just the same way as I do about all personality indicators. I'm like, you can't put me in a box. People ask me, like, oh, have you ever taken the MTBI or whatever? I'm like, yes. But also, I got a different answer every time. I got a different answer every time. And I then proceeded to think, is there something wrong with me? No, there's nothing wrong with me. It's just, sometimes I answer questions based on the mood I'm feeling, and it's perhaps not the best indicator of a personality. I don't know. Adam says personality is decided by the position of Mercury at your birth. Right. No, and you guys, like, I don't want to... If people personally believe in that, and that's totally valid, and I love that for you. If you're into the tarot and if you're into all that, no judgment here from me. Nothing from me. Like, that's cool. And if it gives you value and explanations for Ivan, it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. It's okay. It's okay. People can believe what they want to. Ivan says personality is more spiky than people think. People are typically introverted in some contexts and extroverted in others. Okay, and I always hated that. People assuming that I'm an introvert. I hate that because I don't want to be an introvert. Okay, let's look at WikiHow. That's a trustworthy source. Meanwhile, Ivan is having an absolute brain aneurysm. It's so funny because, like, this isn't... Okay, so the way that Ivan does streams, which I absolutely love, is very, like, making sure that we have the correct source. And I love that. And, you know, that the information is correct and valid. And I'm over here like, WikiHow, let's go on here and see. Let's take it all. I just think it's funny. Okay. Large letters suggest extroversion, while small letters indicate shyness. Oh. See, I've always wondered about these kind of things. Like, is it you know, with some things you see you see patterns, right? And then if it says one true thing, that's why I always had a hard time with tarot, right? Because or horoscopes, they're intentionally vague so that you can, you know, attach meaning, whatever meaning you want to them. That's always been my perspective. And so with this, I wonder if it's kind of similar. But yeah, I will say this, my letters are very small and cramped. The way I write is very like, it's got like sharp edges, and like you probably can't see it. Let's see, what's a good, here. Can you see? Oh no, you cannot see. It's like so tiny and faint that you can't even see it. So that's true. And I am shy, so that's true. Number 2 says, wide spacing hints at independence, while narrow writers dislike being alone. Oh, no. Wait, this is diagnosing me. Oh, fuck. I don't like being alone. And my handwriting's narrow. It knows me. Dom says, I think it's possible there's some truth there, but I don't find it very useful. Oh, absolutely. I agree. There's definitely the possibility for there's some truth to be there. And I'm not going to say whether there's truth or not. I'm just saying it's not helpful to me personally. And I'll leave it at that. Nurse, Dr. WikiHow will see you now. This is just like when I tried to approach AI with therapy, and then it just like further radicalized my ideas, as AI does. Ivan says, you used to be extremely shy, but I'm not sure my handwriting has changed that much since I became more confident. So there's a good counterpoint. Well, there you go. I also like that you've, it seems like that's, okay, never mind, I'm not gonna say any of that. Okay. It seems like you've these days, like, been branching out a lot, and, like, you mentioned about, like, going to, clubs and, like, going to meet new people, and honestly, I admire that a lot. As somebody who's really shy, yeah, I admire that. Got too old to care what people think. Damn. I can't wait until I'm old. By the way, my face is like not in the light. What if I back up? Is that better? Not really. Oh dear. Okay, we're gonna keep playing our game. By the way, if I'm ever too direct, I apologize. I tend to be kind of direct in the way I talk to people. For good or for bad. Okay. Oh, I just realized my music's playing twice. There we go. Dr. WikiHow turns around in the chair to face you. It's a 12-year-old kid. Yeah, you never know. Who's behind it all? Okay, what were we talking about? Stuff. I'm gonna try and get this to work. I think that I can beat this game by the end of today. And then I really want to raid my friend Duncan. I've been really into his streams recently. He was playing a game called Grandma No. And it was like the most surreal experience ever. It was so awesome. Oh. Wait, there's still no power. Okay. Maybe I'm gonna go back over to where this flower is. Oh, no. It's this way. It's this way. I'm gonna go back over. Oh, yes. Okay, so we were talking about the Four Agreements today, which is a book, like a self-help book. Some of us are skeptical of it. Others of us receive a lot of value of it. And you know what, you guys? I have people come to my stream who are very spiritual. I also have people who come to my stream who are very not spiritual. And I love that, actually. I studied international relations for my master's degree. And that's like true to who I am. That's like, if you could boil me down to one word that I want to aspire to be, it would be diplomat. It would be ultimate people pleaser. Yes, we're gaslighting ourselves into being okay with our people pleasing tendencies. No, it's that I want this to be a space where we incorporate both elements of spirituality and like science. So this tends to be more spirituality focused, or more like I always like to say left brain, right brain. This is a very right brain book. And I've gleaned a lot from it, I think. Yeah, especially with how I've been acting these days, especially with last week and all the shenanigans that occurred last week. A lot of it was based on me taking things so like, just as a recap, the 4 agreements are: number 1, be impeccable with your word. Number 2, don't take anything personally. Number 3, don't make assumptions. And number 4, always do your best. And the one I struggle with the most, the 2 I struggle with the most, is taking things personally and making assumptions. So my favorite Star Trek captain is Picard. Yes. Yes, we will say that. I know who that is. Is that the main captain? I don't fucking know. I'm so sorry. My favorite Star Trek captain is Chris Pine. I'm so sorry. Okay, we're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch Star Trek at some point. It's gonna happen. Sorry. Don't take it personally. Follow the 4 agreements. Do not take what I say personally. Truly, what I say is not meant to be taken personally. Okay, so I planted the flower, and the butterfly is landing on the flower. Okay, now what? Oh, I have a butterfly friend. Do I? Cool. That didn't actually do anything. Alright. I guess I'll go back to the 3 ring area. The problem is that there's no power. You see what the mycelium is supposed to give power. Let me try again. It's not, you see what, it's not working. Okay. What do I do now? I don't know. People have made that comparison. Oh wait, Roofly said it's because you share the same hairstyle? People have made that comparison. Yes, then yes, Ivan. That is my favorite one. Okay. I do not understand. I have, what if I, because I still have the broom. What if I go back up here and then I knock over the rocks? Oops. That could work. Like, I don't know why else the rocks are here if not to be knocked over. And why I still have the broom. What? That's dumb. Okay. We're gonna go back. I'm just gonna go really far back and see. Dom says, how are you approaching not taking things personally? Dom, I think the first step for me is I'm trying to recognize it when it happens, and I think that's always the first step. So every word that's coming out of my mouth, everything I'm saying today, I'm like hyper analyzing it, or I'm trying to. Maybe that's a little bit too aggressive of an approach, but I've tried to catch myself so many times today being like, oh, I'm making a judgment about this person, or oh, I'm taking what this person said personally. Maybe that's not the point, because maybe that's not the point. Because I'm getting too lost in the sauce, you know? Oh. Because I feel like I'm creating more suffering for myself right now. When I hyper-analyze every single thing I say, I'm like, oh, wait. This is not fun. It's hard to be better. I think the book also mentions that, actually. It's like, you need to give yourself grace and not try to. You can only try your best. That's the last, that's the last agreement. It says always do your best. And so you need to avoid self-judgment, self-abuse, and regret. Ooh, I'm not doing that. There we go. It's not like trying to be any more than your best. It's just being your best. Okay. Right. Sometimes I don't know what my best looks like. And so I accidentally do more than my best, and I burn myself out. Anybody else like to burn themselves out? I do it literally all the time. Okay, so that did not work. So we're gonna go... I'm just gonna go, like, down. I'm just gonna go as far as this tunnel will go. See if there's anything else for me. I planted that flower, and that did not work. So, boop. That takes me to the Bat Cave, which I'm just gonna go there again and see. Hello? Oh, new area. Oh, no, not new area. Okay, but like, explain to me why the battery didn't work. What? Okay, so I came here, I got the battery, and then it didn't freaking work. So, am I supposed to put the battery back? Hello? Okay. Don't worry, we have a lot of Star Trek enjoyers here. Don't let my ignorance push anybody away. Wait a minute, let me go back down. I'm gonna go back. Well, what if I go here? What's over here? I forgot. Sometimes going back to an area I haven't been for a while helps me. Let me just see. So if I put this here, no. We're just gonna try all of them. Okay, never mind. We're gonna try again. How about now? Okay, that's fine. I didn't need to anyway. I didn't need to do anything. We're leaving. Dom says most people are just thinking nonstop, so I imagine clouds of words around people's heads and that they are viewing me through that. Oh yeah, a funny thing that you tried. I think awareness is always good. Maybe then being strict with yourself is another layer that always has good and bad. Right. I'm struggling a lot these days with... I tend to attach myself to certain role models or like certain people who I admire, and I try and get closer to them, and I do. But then the closer I get to them, I realize, oh shit, they're just as flawed as I am. So it's like, does anybody have it figured out? Does anyone have it figured out? Does anyone have it figured out? Please, 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 please just tell me the answer, please. Like, that's all I need. Like, just show me the person who has all the answers, and I'll go there. I'll go find that person, and I'll become their apprentice. Oh, I am so at risk. Everybody's always telling me, you are so at risk for joining a cult. I'm like, absolutely. Yep, I know. They're like, you're gonna join a cult one day. I'm like, yeah, I probably will. Because I'm just that desperate for meaning. I am just that desperate for someone to give me all the answers. You're already in one. No, I'm not, Refly. No, that's different. That's different. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. It's not a cult. It's just a community space where we talk about our love of mushrooms. Nothing more complicated than that. No weird founder shenanigans. You took money out of your pocket for the brick. I absolutely did. It was $100. It was $100. I was the first one too. I was the first one I was first in line to make a brick. Yeah. Yeah. I always assume the best of people. That might be a problem. But like, I don't know, like, if not me, then who? If not me, then who? Who's gonna give the grace to those people who deserve it? Like, I don't know. Ooh. I love how we're talking about favorite women in Star Trek. If you can, I mean, that might be enough to convince me. If there's hot women in Star Trek, then I might be convinced. I might be convinced. Okay, so here's the thing. This doesn't do anything. See, are we back at this square one again? What if we? We're back at square one. Seriously. I planted the flower. And that didn't do anything. I don't know what you want from me. Game? Hello? If anybody has any ideas, let me know. I'm pretty sure I went back to tickle the giant's foot, but we'll tickle him again. Just to be sure. We'll give him a little tickle. Just one more time. Just a little tickle. Imagine they always go, you'll be the first brick of the temple. Yeah, okay. Refly, actually I was genuinely the first. I promise I was. because he hadn't even mentioned it to the rest of the church yet. I was so like interested that I, as soon as they sent out the email, like, oh, we're gonna start doing this, I was like looking up where I could buy the brick, etc. And then I bought it. And so like, I'm pretty sure I'm the first one, because they used my brick as like a demonstration for everybody else to do it. Not to brag or anything. I would never brag about what I created. Okay, come on. This is gonna work this time. This time for sure. Nope. Okay. Oh my god, seriously? We might have to pick up this game again a different day. Because I'm not sure what to do. Oop, I meant to do that. I thought it was something to be investigated. Are we sure there's nothing I can interact with here? There's not. Okay. Okay. Let me just see. Let me see. What if we... Nope. Okay. Sometimes if we approach it from a different angle, it'll... Nope. Okay. What about here? Nope. Okay. What if I... Can I clean their nest? They don't want that. Oh my gosh. There are many hot women in Star Trek. The Irish woman in the Up the Long Ladder, Arda from Devil's Due. Okay, we're gonna do a little investigation. Okay, all right, we're leaving this game for now. This is very important. I need to see with my own eyes. Let me see. Okay. Nice. Looking respectfully. Oh, I'm gonna try not to spoil anything for myself. Nice. I like the hair. I also like the outfit. The outfit's super slay. Irish woman up the long ladder. Let's see if that comes up with anything. Actually, you know what? Never mind. We'll look that up differently. Oh, it's the personalities that make them hot. You see, Ivan is a man of taste. I can respect that. It's not about the superficial aspects. It's about their personalities. Oh, I get it. You know, I do that too. I'm trying to think of a character that I do that with. That I don't just judge based on their superficial attributes. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I do that with my member of the council. Hippie brother... Wait, what is it? Brother dude. Brother dude. I fucking love Brother Dude from season 3 of Foundation. He's literally he just loafs around all day. He's got a dad, so he looks really good in this, the way he's posed, but this is how he actually looks, which is fantastic. He's got like this dad bod. He's got the Jesus hair and he's usually wearing like a fur coat like this. It's just, he's fantastic. But what I mostly like, oh yes, I love he's my favorite one. I do not care for season 2 Cleon. The seasons are getting a bit mixed in my brain, but the one that's like very much like a Roman emperor, like a very authoritarian or whatever, like does like some really terrible shit. I love Brother Dude. Okay, he's like, no, he's like, I don't even want to. This whole system is corrupt. I'm not even gonna participate. He's literally a hippie. Okay, but and everybody always, well, I don't want to spoil anything. Let's just say people look at his appearance and misjudge him, right? And later in the season, he proves his true color. He shows his true colors, and it turns out he's the smartest of all the Cleons. Like he actually knows stuff. He actually solves problems, and he actually he just needs the right motivator. You know, it's all about the right motivation. And so once the right motivation is introduced, he's actually able to really make good use of his environment and his relations with people, and he's able to look at things in terms of the bigger picture. And that's where a lot of his criticism for the whole concept of genetic dynasty comes from. But anyway, I like to think of him as a shroom head. He's me. I mean, there's definitely mushrooms in the 3rd season, so like, come on. The 3rd season is so perfect. I loved it so much. It was the best. I was entertained. I was sat the whole season. There's a section of the planet called Mycogen. The planet is like divided into different levels, like the deeper you go, and so there's a level called Mycogen, and it's literally like people who worship mushrooms. Come on. Yeah. Anyway, but he's cool. Hippie Cleon is awesome. Yeah, so like there's also like the more like authoritarian, like the kind of scary version. I don't like him. I don't like the way he acts. I don't like him. Oh yeah, there's a whole scene where he like fights somebody naked. It's fucking amazing. Okay, anyway. Whew. We need to break out this fan. Oh my god. Okay, we're done. We're going back to what we were originally trying to do, which was look at Star Trek. Oh wow. Oh, she has like these. She's so cute. She looks really innocent. I don't know what her character's like, but she looks really innocent. Very innocent looking. She's so pretty. Oh, I love this outfit. Oh wow. That's fantastic. Oh, okay, spoiler. Whoops. Okay. we're gonna thank you for providing some motivation for me to check out Star Trek eventually. It's gonna happen. Oh my god, wait. This is the best comment you've ever. Okay. If that doesn't convince me, I don't know what will. Star Trek Discovery features a mycelium network in interstellar space. Okay, now I have to watch it. It doesn't take much to get me interested. You just have to say the right things. And that, my friend, has gotten me interested. You have piqued my interest. Alright. So can I take the battery out now? Because I'm quite done. I can't take it out. Okay, so what then if I can't take the battery out? The music's playing twice. Thank you. I just realized that too. Oops. Alright, we're gonna just be here for a couple more minutes. I'm honestly not sure what to do, you guys. We might have to leave this for another time. Yeah, because I don't want to keep wandering around aimlessly. Yeah. Okay, so I think I'll end the gameplay here, but let us go through a few memes to finish this off, and then we'll do a little raid. So, let's do some memes. As a little finishing touch, some more anxiety memes to leave us anxious. Oh my gosh, my face is so red. Stream is so cozy, I accidentally took a nap. I hope you enjoyed it. I like doing that. Personally, tweet, I like watching cozy stuff that makes me take a nap. So I'm glad I could provide that experience for you. We're almost done. We're just looking at a few more anxiety memes. You're so chill. Thanks. I'm completely disconnected from reality at all times. Okay, so this is the first time I'm going to say about a meme, not me. That's not me. But it is who I desire to be. I wish I could be like this. Please. Because I'm not chill. But I would love to be disconnected from reality at all times. You are now aware of the skeleton in your body. Have you guys, that reminds me, have you guys ever gotten a x-ray of yourself? I got an x-ray because I have scoliosis. Wait, I gotta find, wait, no, wait, I have the perfect meme. Yes. I love this meme so much. Okay. Oh, come on. Hello? Okay, wait, go back. Are you straight? No, I have scoliosis. I love this picture. Are you straight? No, I have scoliosis. I do have scoliosis, true. Any fellow scoliosis individuals? Luckily mine wasn't severe enough to need surgery, but it is obvious. My right hip is higher than my left, and it also creates a little bit of pain in my hip. Anyway, yes, I'm aware of my skeleton. After seeing an x-ray of myself, that was a little bit, that was a little bit freaky. I got an MRI of my brain once too, and that was weird. As you get older, your skeleton talks more. Oh, I bet it does. Just cracking a lot. Any ITer has scoliosis. Okay, let's see. What's my next meme? It has come to my attention that a funny story I tell people at parties is actually a traumatic event. Anybody else do this? I do this all the time. This is what happens when you overshare things and you don't really attach a lot of meaning to things that have happened to you. And then you say something and all your friends look at you like, what? Wait, are you okay? The amount of times I've said something that I thought was funny and people be actually disturbed by it is a lot of times. Many times. It is what it is. Give us an example. Okay. I can't think of an example right now off the top of my head. Let me think. I don't know. I'll get back to you on that. I promise I'm not lying. No, you're worried that I'm lying. I'm not lying. I promise I'm not lying. I feel like I've shared a lot on this stream about myself and a lot of like things that have happened to me, because I don't really take too much of it too seriously. So maybe that's an example. Okay. Okay, we got all that one. We got that one. Okay. And finally, look at this big boy. This isn't a meme, but it is a mushroom. God damn. God damn, that's thick. That's thick with 2 C's. This is a reishi mushroom. I was showing you I know, right? Literally. That's amazing. That is so juicy and delicious. It looks delicious, doesn't it? It just looks, it's so, I just want to like touch it and squeeze it. We'll leave off with the thick mushroom. Yeah, last stream a lot of ex-Mormon people went to atheism, from atheism to shrooms. A lot of ex-Mormons go from alcohol to shrooms. Is it because they're looking for the things they were promised as a kid? Yeah, I would probably. I mean, that's why I did it. I mean, not really. I'll actually no. My original pursuit of that was because I was reading a lot of research about how it can improve mental illness. Like that was mostly what I was motivated by. But it did end up showing me things I thought I was promised as a kid, and therefore I attached a lot of meaning to it. But that wasn't what I initially set out to do. But I wouldn't be surprised if that's what people do. I think like when people leave the church, suddenly the whole world is your oyster, right? Because you were not allowed anything, a lot of things. You didn't allow yourself a lot of things, and so suddenly it's like, ooh, I could do anything. And the unfortunate reality is that a lot of people aren't taught moderation either, because it's like all or nothing. This is why I don't like all or nothing education. It's the same with like sex education, right? Where people say like abstinence, and they just preach abstinence and that's it. I don't approve of that. I don't approve of that approach. But that's the same approach that LDS people take to like substance use, right? They're like, well, just don't do it. There's no sort of moderation discussion. So people have no concept of how to moderate themselves. And so for some people with addictive tendencies, then they end up becoming addictive. For people who don't, they usually have to kind of like figure it out as they go. Which it would have been nice originally to have a framework for that. But anyway, that's enough yapping for today. Let's see. Let me raid my... Oh yeah, we're gonna raid Duncan. Hell yeah. I love Duncan. His stream is so like surreal. All things Asians. Non-Asians welcome. Oh good. Thank God. So if you're non-Asian, then you're welcome. Yeah, join me in raiding Duncan. He is super chill streamer, super surreal. So, oh, I'm glad, Tweet. Thank you for being here. It was nice to have you. Yeah, super chill, super surreal streamer. Thank you, Ivan. Thanks, Ivan. It's always nice to see you here. Okay, here we go. Thank you, guys. Okay, let's go. I'll see you next time. Okay, bye-bye.